Hello, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy, Mafia Rush. Again, I'm so sorry for the audio. If a bit windy, I haven't. I need to do some stuff on CapCut that I haven't done. So for this couple of months, the video will be a bit windy and there'll be noise background. That is to my fault. I'm sorry. But what the fuck just happened? But yeah, you'll just take this month, I promise. Then next month it will be back to no noise on the background. I'll try my best to less down the noise. But anyway, today we're going to react to scary TikTok compilation. Yes, I can talk today. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started with it. Be aware that this might be scary, maybe to some of you guys. Before we get started, before I continue the video, I just have to say to those people in LA, just so that from the bottom of my heart, my heart is with you guys, my prayers are with you guys, and I hope you guys will get through the wildfires. Yeah, all the best to the wildfires, and to those people that's affected, I'm sorry, but prayers to the family that was affected, prayers to everyone. Just know that but come on, LA can do it. To the rest of the world, let's hope that they get through the wildfires. But anyway, back to the video. Before we get started and before we continue to the reaction, hit that like button, subscribe, down post notification, leave a comment down below what video I should react to next, and share this video with a friend. But without being said, let's jump into the video. Let's go.
This is why you should always change your locks. In 2017, a college girl woke up from a nightmare drenched in sweat and decided to rinse off before going back to sleep. She propped her phone on a shelf, turned on some music, and then hopped in the shower. A few minutes later, she reaches for her phone to change the song, but stops suddenly. Reflected on her phone's screen was a...
what is that? Who is that? I mean, it could be her boyfriend, it could be her friend, it could be her shadow. But I don't think her shadow have a face and what looks like a nose and eyes. I don't know, man.
Person standing in the middle of her
It could be a prank. Who knows? It could be her best friend playing a prank. You know, kids these days. Wait, I'm a kid.
bathroom facing the shower. She somehow kept her composure, turned the water to scalding hot, and then ripped open the curtain and sprayed the intruder in the face. As they howled in pain, she ran past them to her kitchen to get her butcher's knife. In a panic, she can't find her knife, so she just runs out of the apartment and calls the police. The police go in and come out with a crazy-looking woman in handcuffs. One of the officers comes over to the girl and says she used to live here and she had copies of your keys. Then he pauses and looks down and brings up a clear evidence bag that contained her butcher's knife, and he says, looks like she wanted her apartment back.
Oh, what the fuck? No, you got to end it like that. No, bro, that ain't no crazy lady. No, that's the rig, bro. That's a possessed girl. Nuh-uh. That ain't no human, that's Satan, bro. Nuh-uh, if I see that, I'm out. I'm out. I'm just like, I forget this shit. Nah, I'm out of the house. I'm not coming back. Not ever. And the worst part that he could say and end it is,
that contained her butcher's knife, and he says, looks like she wanted her apartment back.
what the fuck? You got, what the flip does the police officer say that? You got to make the girl even, you got to make the lady even worried and going to be, make her uncomfortable sleeping. Yes. Hold on, let me, that's my fan. I don't have an aircon, my aircon is not working. My bad. I'll try to fix that.
There's something terrifying going on at Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, okay. To those Singaporeans that don't know what is Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese is basically like FNAF, but it's more scary, and you guys will see why.
Right now, and I'm gonna explain it to you. So we all know about the game Five Nights at Freddy's, right? It's a game based around a restaurant that's pretty much like a Chuck E. Cheese, where the animatronics come to life and wreak havoc on all the guests there. But what if I told you this was possibly happening in real life right now? Just 2 days ago, 5 children have gone missing inside of a Chuck E. Cheese, and the parents reported them.
No, cuz. No, please tell me they find the children though. Alive, not you know, I can say that word, or copyright. But hopefully they found the children. I don't know when is this. I think it was like a couple years back.
Weird smell from the inside of the building.
When
And
was
then
this?
just like Five Nights at Freddy's, someone that worked the late night shift actually got killed after hours. Now these are all pretty weird, but here's the kicker right here. Check out this headline. Night shift workers from Chuck E. Cheese claim
You got to move your head so I can read the headline.
strange movement from animatronics post hours. So I don't know. What do you think about this? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? And I mean, with 2020 and everything
I think got to.
going on, like I wouldn't be shocked if it was real. Blood
I think got to match that phone case with the pop thing though. It's nice though, that pop thing. But anyway, what the flip? Okay, seriously, I hope they found the children. I hope they found the children though. Like seriously,
someone that worked the late night
like that's exactly in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Somebody got murdered, I think. But in the Five Nights at Freddy movie, the person didn't get murdered though. I don't know. I don't catch up on Five Nights at Freddy. But if you guys want me to play that game, I'll find out if I can play on my computer that game, and if I can, I'll get Hurin on board to play that game with me. Yeah. Alright, on to the next one. I don't know how many are these. Okay, next is blood curling facts thing. Yeah. Okay, go subscribe to TikTok things, please. Shout out to TikTok things for this video. And I don't know when was this. This was 4 years ago, so I was I think that was in 2020. That was in 2020, right? If I'm not wrong. Or was it 2019? I don't know. I'll not pay attention. But hey, shout out to that phone though. It's nice.
Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew, Part 1.
Yes, I don't want to know, but I got to, so let's go.
When creating the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland, they couldn't create skeletons that looked realistic enough, so they used real human skeletons. Since then, they've removed all but one. Ducks sometimes become cannibals.
Wait. What do you mean by they remove all but one? What the fuck? Now, why you got to use real... Wait, how did they get the real human bones?
Due to boredom, meaning they kill and eat each other. This behavior begins as early as 4 weeks old. Crocodiles are capable of galloping, similar to a horse. Luckily, alligators cannot. And while we're at it,
What do you mean by lucky? Dude, that alligator can Mario his way to the door.
tarantulas can swim. It's extremely common
Exactly.
after you die that there will be extreme gas buildup and you will burp after death. And sometimes dead
I don't believe this. But yeah, if this is true, hey. Alright then.
bodies can even sit up on their own. Also, if a pregnant woman dies, the gas buildup in her body can actually forcefully push a baby out. In other words, a post-mortem baby bazooka. Hearing is the last bodily function to go after one dies. So it's very possible that the last thing you ever hear is the paramedic calling off your CPR.
This is why you should never stay.
Damn. Hey, it's that dude again. From the first video. Damn, tarantula can swim. Yeah, I didn't know that. Now that I know that, I'm going to put yeah, I don't know what to put. They can Spider-Man their way back into the room. They can swim. What else they can do? I don't know, but let's see this guy again. He's back for another one, and I'm back for another one. Let's go.
In sketchy motels. In 2005, a young woman on a solo road trip across the country decided to stop for the night. The first place she sees is the Mountaintop Motel. It looked pretty cheap, but she was tired, so she said good enough. The check-in guy eyed her up and down very uncomfortably and then asked her if she was traveling
What the fuck is this?
alone. She
Where does he get all these images? I want to know, because they are funny and they are scary and they are weird at the same time.
ignores the question, pays for her room, and then walks away with the key. When she gets inside her room and sees there are literally cockroaches in her bed, she says nope and decides to sleep in her car in the parking lot. Around 3 a.m., she wakes up
Oh fuck. Trust correct, my goodness, you did not tell me you put that picture in there. Oh fuck. Fuck. To the kids that are watching this, my bad. My bad, I didn't mean to curse, but fuck. But oh, go. Why her? Oh my god, it's perfect, sir. It's like perfect lighting.
To see the check-in guy using his own keys to get into the motel room she was supposed to be in. A few minutes later, he storms out and slams the door and starts walking towards her car. Terrified, she hides under her blanket as the man tries
Ah! What is that? No, he needs to go to the dental office. He needs therapy. He needs help.
to open her car doors but can't and walks away. She speeds off and calls her friend and asks her to look up the address of Mountaintop Motel so she can give it to police. Her friend's quiet for a second and then just says, the Mountaintop Motel closed a week ago. If someone offers
Wait. What motel? Is it Mountaintop Motel? Hold up, let me do. Wait, but it still says that is. Okay, so this is a story about the. Sadly, I can't get the story because it's. Okay, so this is a story about the Mountaintop Motel. I don't know is it true, but apparently two men broke into a lady's room, hotel room, in the middle of the night. She happened to be watching from her car. She was on a solo cross-country road trip when unexpectedly she needed to stop for the night and pull into one of the tiny roadside motels in the middle of nowhere. I won't reveal the name. There are a lot of creepy hotel horror stories. One that regularly reminds me that there are a lot of creeps out there and you can't be too careful is the very real story of a motel owner who constructed a series of crawl spaces in the ceiling of his motel so that he could spy on guests. What's even creepier is that the lack of shame the man felt about this after 21 years of keeping the secret. He bragged about it to a journalist at the New Yorker under the condition of anonymity. Other creepy hotel story that gets to me is the mythology surrounding Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is the actor that acts as Grinch, leaving the Stanley Hotel, which is one of the most haunted hotels in the world, in the middle of the night while he was there filming Dumb and Dumber. The Stanley Hotel is famously haunted and served as a literal inspiration for one of the most popular haunted hotel stories of all time, The Shining. According to the staff, local legend has it that during filming, Carrey checked into room 217, the hotel's most haunted room where Stephen King stayed with his wife. I won't reveal his wife's name. The night he had a nightmare that would become The Shining. So The Shining is basically a real replica of what Stephen King saw in his dream or nightmare apparently. Room 217, if you guys don't know, there's some horrible things that happen there and that's why it's the most haunted room in Stanley Hotel. If you guys want me to do a background and tell you guys more about the Stanley Hotel, leave a comment down below. Room 217 plays a prominent role in both King's novel and Stanley Kubrick's film adaptation. And though the number was changed to room 237 in the movie at the request of the hotel used for filming. After 3 hours in the room, Jim Carrey checked out of room 217, left the hotel and refused to return. Carrey has never spoken publicly about what happened to him in room 217. So Jim Carrey the actor that act as Grinch staying in the most haunted room in Stanley Hotel. To those who don't know, Stanley Hotel is one of the most haunted hotel in the world. And 217 is the most haunted room in Stanley Hotel. There's horrible things that happen in that room. But if you guys want me to do a background or to read about what happened in that room, leave in the comments down below. I know I was speaking history about the hotel room and I didn't mean to, I promise. But anyway, stay all the way to the end of the video for me to, if you guys want to hear continue about the story. But anyway, back to the video. Let's go.
Offers you this, walk away. In 2016, a man was staying at his friend's cabin in the woods when he decided to go for an
Wait, it's the same man. What the fuck?
evening stroll. A little ways down the trail, he hears someone call out from behind his neighbor's house. He looks up and he sees this skinny guy pop out from behind
It's Slenderman, bro. Get the fuck out there. You're in the Slenderman forest.
the building, who starts waving frantically at him to come over. Worried this guy could be in trouble, the man takes
Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
off running to assist, but when he gets close enough, the neighbor just offers him a fistful of Slim Jims and starts talking about how much he hates his wife. Sensing there was something wrong with this guy,
Oh, it's Jeff the Killer. Oh no, I'm not looking
he
at that.
says no thank you to the Slim Jims and walks away. The next day, the man calls his friend who owned the cabin to ask him what the deal was with his weirdo neighbor. There was silence on the phone, and then his friend just says, I don't have any neighbors. The police are called, and it turns out his neighbor was really some lunatic who had recently killed his wife and had been hiding out in the abandoned cabin next door. This is why you always say yes to tandoori chicken. In
Whoa. What the fuck was that? Batman, you got to settle that guy in the woods, man.
2012, a high school tutor and her student stayed up so late one night studying that by the time they were done, the buses had stopped running. Without another way home, the student asked if he could stay the night at her place. Reluctantly, she agreed. When they got back to the apartment, she fell asleep on her bed and he fell asleep on a blanket next to her bed on the ground. A few hours later, she wakes up to the boy standing awkwardly in the middle of the room with a very strange look on his face. She asks him, "What's wrong?" He looks at her and says, "I'm really hungry. Let's go get some tandoori chicken." Confused, she says, "It's 2 a.m. Just get a snack in the cupboard." And he grabs her by the arm and he says, "No, we are getting tandoori chicken right now."
No, that's why you call 911 on the phone. Okay, here in Singapore we call 999, but in USA you call 911. That's why you call the popo. You tell the popo your boss has gone crazy and you need a Batman, you need a SWAT, and yeah, that's why you call the popo. Exactly, that's why you call the popo.
Now, and he yanks her from the bed. Feeling totally caught off guard by this whole situation, she goes into the hall with the boy, and as soon as the door shuts behind them, she can tell that he is terrified. He looks at her and just says, "I'm not actually hungry. When I woke up, there was someone under your bed."
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. I'm getting goosebumps. Fuck no.
This is why you should always
Fuck no, I was getting my hair was standing out of my back. Fuck no.
trust your gut. In the early 1970s,
Dude, how many times has this guy appeared? Can somebody do a countdown? How many times have this guy appeared? Actually don't. You're a bit weird.
a college student decided to hitchhike his way home after class. A car pulls up, a man offers him a ride, and he climbs in. As soon as the car started moving, the student felt totally uneasy, like something was wrong but he couldn't quite place it. Without saying anything, he waited till the next time they slowed down and he flung the door open and ran away. 2 years later, he's flicking through TV channels when he comes across this special interview with a death row inmate. And it's just the audio recording, so he hears the interviewer ask the inmate, "Why did you remove all the door handles inside of your car?" The man just goes, "Well, the first time I tried to kill someone, I picked
Okay, stop pushing Jeff the Killer image.
a college hitchhiker who got smart at some point and jumped out of my car. So, lesson learned, remove all the door handles." When they showed his picture, the student knew immediately that he was supposed to be the first victim of John Wayne Gacy, aka the Killer Clown, who had killed over 30 men and boys in his clown room and stuffed them into his basement. This is
Okay, to you guys who don't know who this clown is, the government, I'm pretty sure the government have his real life brains. Yes, the USA government, if I'm not wrong, have this guy's brains. I don't know how, I don't know when he was passing did they take it out, but to my knowledge I know that someone in USA have his brains. This guy was the one of the worst killers out there in United States of America history. He scares every children, and this guy was the killer of killer clowns, I would say like that. So yeah, he killed over 30 fucking people just dressing up as clowns. Imagine that, bro. Clowns are supposed to be for birthdays and pranks, but this guy, no, he became a nightmare, a American nightmare. But anyway, let's continue.
Killed over 30 men and boys in his clown room and stuffed them into his basement. This is why you should
Him again, oh my god.
always trust your gut. In the 1970s, a young couple decided to go for a late night hike in the woods. A couple minutes into their walk, and the man remembers thinking something's not right. He tells his girlfriend, but they just decide to ignore it and keep going, until he steps on something that felt really soft, like it was alive. Before he has a chance to see what he stepped on, they hear all this rustling in the bushes next to them, and they bolt. Years later, that couple turns on the TV, and a death row inmate who's about to be executed is being interviewed. And they ask him, was there ever a time that you were almost caught red-handed? He responded, yes, one time. I was in
No, come on, don't put that.
the woods, and a couple walked through, and the man actually stepped on the body of a girl I had just killed. I was hiding in the bushes just a few feet away. They didn't see me. That couple had run into one of the worst serial killers of all time, Ted Bundy.
So supposedly this is what the
Bro, that's horrible. That ain't no scary. That's horrible. I mean, the killer hiding in the bushes. Yes, that is scary. But still,
fallen angel
hashtag don't investigate.
Lucifer looks like. And this is what the moon looked like on March 31st, 2020.
No. It's a coincidence. It's probably a filter, right? It's probably a filter. TikTok filter, Instagram filter. Yeah, the world is ending. This is also during fasting month, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, 31 March 2020 was during fasting month also.
I don't know about any of you guys, but this is scary, especially
No shit, Sherlock.
with everything going on in the world right now. Pretty cool.
What the fuck? The way you
Let this be a reminder that there really are monsters out there. In 2007, a woman living right near a prison in California got home late one night and went right to bed. Around midnight, she woke up to footsteps on her first floor, assumed it was her roommate, so she goes downstairs to say hi. She yells out to her roommate, who doesn't say anything, and then in walks this giant man who she doesn't recognize. She runs upstairs, jumps in her closet into the crawl space, and hides. As she's helplessly tucked away in this little crawl space, trying not to make any sound, all she hears is this giant man sprinting around her house, running into walls, flipping furniture, and screaming in frustration because he can't find her. Finally, after several hours, she slowly opens the crawl space back up, crawls out, and gets her phone off the nightstand and calls police. As she's telling the police her story, she describes the person who had broken in, and they stop her and say, "Ma'am, go back in the crawl space and stay there. We'll be there as soon as we can." It turned out a 6'11" convicted murderer had escaped the prison and was still on the loose.
No. Don't tell me there's umbrella spiders. No.
If you scare easily, I wouldn't watch this video. In 2013, a mine explorer found this entrance to an abandoned mine and decided to go have a look around. He decides to film his experience and upload it to his YouTube channel, where he had uploaded hundreds of other videos of him exploring mines, but he never once references the paranormal or ghosts or anything like that. Until this video. As soon as he steps foot inside, he tells the camera that he has a really uneasy feeling about being there and wonders if he should even keep going, but he does. Everything seems pretty normal until he gets to a section in the mine where there's a bunch of chains hanging down from the ceiling. He hears something in the back of the tunnel, so he pulls his flashlight out and he shines it towards the back, and he sees a chain swinging, and it shouldn't be, because there's no draft and he's all alone, and you can tell he's scared by the way he starts talking. Although he's totally freaked out, he wants to know what's causing the chain to swing, so he goes farther and farther into
Don't investigate, come
the
on.
mine until he hears something. People whispering in every direction. He gets totally spooked and runs out. If you don't want to sleep tonight, watch the whole video. This is why you should never open your door for strangers. In 2013, a woman let her dog out to use the bathroom one more time before bed. After only a few minutes, she starts hearing scratching on her door, which is typically the sound her dog makes when he's ready to come in. But it just seemed way too soon for him to be done being outside. So she decides to look through the peephole to make sure it really is her dog. But what she sees is terrifying. A deranged-looking man is right outside her door, staring intently at her door handle, waiting for it to turn open. As she's looking in horror, unable to do anything, he starts scratching at the door as hard as he can, never leaving his gaze from the door handle. She manages to stifle a scream, she backs away and realizes her dog is still outside. So she goes to the side window, but there's no sign of her dog, and so she goes back to the door to see if maybe the man's moved. He hasn't moved, his mouth is open, and he's staring directly at the peephole. Then he turns around and walks away. With the man gone, she discovers her dog unharmed, his leash had just been cut. But that means he had a knife.
Terrifying facts about the ocean. Let's get
Oh, fuck. Rest in peace to that dog.
into it. So we've explored. Yeah.
Oh, no, seriously, rest in peace to that dog. Oh, what the fuck was that? Yeah, we only explore like 5% of ocean. Nessa, explain yourself. I don't know why, but anyway, that video was scary. I was horrified. Okay, but anyway, let's continue the story about the Stanley Hotel and about Jim Carrey story. I got the story pulled out on my phone, as you guys can see. There's the picture, there's the story. So this is based on a true story that happened in the Stanley Hotel. But anyway, let's continue. I stayed in that room in 2016, and when I went to switch rooms in the morning because room 217 is much more expensive than other room in the hotel. So I had always planned to stay in that room for one night and a cheaper room for another night. I was there. The hotel staff smirked and asked why I was changing rooms. They assumed I was the most recent in a long time of guests that have been supernatural experience. In room 217, unfortunately my night in room 217 was ghostless. My only supernatural experience at the hotel was possibly catching a ghost lady on camera in the basement of the hotel concert hall, in a separate building from where the guest rooms are. A hazy, maybe ghostly entity caught on film and an otherwise peaceful night of sleep in the mountains is pretty tame compared to many other people's creepy hotel experiences, especially those experiences that deal with real living, breathing bad guys. A few years ago, an Ask Reddit thread asked for people to share their scariest experiences staying in a hotel. One young woman's response is probably the most terrifying hotel horror story I've ever heard of. The woman, who has since deleted her account, told about a solo road trip she took across the country. Unexpectedly, she needed to stop for the night and pulled into one of tiny roadside motels in the middle of nowhere. Spooked by the hotel clerk insisting she pay cash and the dirty state of the motel, the exhausted woman decided to spend the night sleeping in her car instead and get back on the road as early as possible. She woke up in the middle of the night to see the hotel clerk unlock the door to her room and enter. Moments later, he reappeared with another man. The woman was able to start her car and simply drive away from what could have been a life-threatening situation. Later, she discovered the hotel was supposed to be permanently closed down at the time she visited. Here is her full account in her own words. So this is a real story about the roadside motel that we just watched on the TikTok complication reaction. Years ago, I was on a cross-country trip solo to a family reunion. I was supposed to make it a friend's house, but there was a horrible weather. It was slow moving, then a terrible accident happened just ahead of me, and I was stuck for quite a while. All I told, I was 5 hours behind schedule. I was exhausted. I need of a bathroom and a shower. So I pulled into a little strip motel off a fairly back state road. It was obviously small and dirty, but would work in a pinch. There was a window to the outside where check-in was. The guy that eyed me up, then a college age girl. So this girl was in the college age, which I believe was in her 20s, or yeah, 20s, should be 20s. Asked me if I was traveling alone. I went to hand him my ID and credit card, but he insisted cash only. Red flags were going off at this point, but I scrunched together just enough cash and he tossed me the key. The room was dirty, barely bigger than the bed. The first thing I did was go to the bathroom. Then I flipped up the mattress. Dirty signs of bed bugs. A moment later, I spied a cockroach. That was it. I was out. I decided I would use the parking space at least, and I slept in the back trunk hatch of my SUV. I crawled up using a suitcase for a pillow and random clothes for a blanket, and fell asleep for an hour. I woke up aware of someone talking on a phone outside and glanced out to see the guy from check-in standing outside. It was around 3 AM apparently, she said. So basically this story is quite long. So basically the guy from the counter pulled out outside her room talking on the phone. He unlocked the door, walked in, the light didn't turn on the lights. Then a minute or two later went by. He came out back, slamming the door behind him and cursing. With another guy she didn't saw enter with him. They angrily talked for a moment, then check-in guy walked over. Then the check-in guy walked over to the girl's SUV. Then she covered up her head quickly with a shirt. Then after that, he tried the lock to open the door, which was locked, the car door. He tried to peek over the back seat windows, but it was tinted windows. And it blended into the general mess. So yeah. So basically, that's all the story is about. There's probably more that I can go on and on and on and on and on and on about that story, but I don't want to, because this will be an hour-long video, which I don't want to. So yeah, that's all from me. This video will be posted on Friday, during the midnight timing, during the 11 to 10 night timing. So yeah. Anyway, that's all from me. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart as always. I'll see you guys on the next one. That video was scary, horrified, and whatever. That's all from me. To the people that was affected by the LA wildfires, my prayers go to you guys. So see you guys on the next one. Peace.